Edwin Gil and Frankie Londoño are making history here in the United States with the project Our Flag, Our Country, Our Home. It's a project that unifies all the Colombians that live in the United States and Europe. Edwin, welcome. Thank you for being with us today. Welcome to New Jersey.
Thank you so much.
And tell us a little bit more about the project.
Okay, this project, the idea of the project is make the most big Colombian flag with the handprints of the Colombian people around the world, and finish the project before July 20 in 2010 when we celebrate the 200th anniversary of Colombia. And the idea is put this huge flag in Colombia for the bicentenario of Colombia in next year.
Where did the idea came from of starting the project?
Okay, the art way I do is called a conceptual art, and this is a type of conceptual social art, and I integrate the people through the painting and through the flag to tell Colombia is 5 million of Colombian people around the world, and we are part of Colombia. But basically the idea is coming from one little child in another project before this is called Home Sweet Home, and this child, when I asked him what is home for him, he painted the Colombian flag and said, where do you want to paint the Colombian flag? And that was very interesting because in that moment the other project was making the American flag, and he's a Colombian immigrant, so that touched my heart. I have a interview with a group of people who make a part of the program Paz and Reconciliation. And a lot of these people, they was part of the guerrillas and paramilitares. And when I listened to the history, that was interesting because these people, they don't have another option. And that was not because they want to go or they want to make part of these groups. So I say, everyone is part of Colombia. The people who live for any situation or for any reason out of Colombia, we are part of Colombia. And this group of people, maybe we don't understand what is the exact problem of Colombia. And I think that the history is why is behind of all the handprints, why you can see it on the canvas, represent of the history of Colombia. Colombian people, like the people who live out of Colombia, we are part of Colombia. We are going to Central America and South America and Europe. And the third phase, what I call is finish the flag with the part of this group, the Paz and Reconciliation, and part of Colombian people for finish the flag before July 20 next year, 2010.
Now, Franco, how do you become part of this project?
I think it's a blessing from God. You know, I think everything was prepared from God. I was coming back from Miami. I lived in Miami for 8 months. And then I came back to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I met Edwin Gil. He told me all his story, all his dream. That was the first time, the inauguration of the project, and he proposed me to write a song for the project. And I go home, and God illuminated me, and I start writing the song. And 2 or 3 days later, I show him the song. He cries, that touched my heart, and I say, I'm part of this project now. And I think we have a responsibility, the people who is in the United States, out of Colombia, we have a responsibility, and it's think good about Colombia all the time. You know, we need to stop thinking and say negative stuff about Colombia. The song is because we saw so many sad people who wants to come back. Some people are here because they want to say the truth, you know. We want a liberty for that, freedom for that, you know, to think, to say what our hearts feel.
We'd like to send out one last message to all the Colombians that are watching this at Colombia News in English.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I want to say everyone we need to fight for our dreams, and we need to believe in the beautiful country where we live and why we are part of Colombia. It's Colombia. So I love my country, and from here I say you need to put your hand for Colombia, not just on the flag, in the reality.
All right, thank you very much. And for Colombia News in English, I'm Angélica Alemán.